Okay, so there was an AMA yesterday, and these are all the questions that I thought were worth pulling, which is almost all of them. In case you were wondering, that's about 27 different questions right there. You guys had a lot of good questions. The AMA covered everything from arenas to monetization to the charge rifle mechanics to Valkyrie. There's really a lot of good variety, so thank you to Ryan Rigney again for putting this all together and all the devs that came out to answer the questions. Here's the deal. I'm not going to go through all the questions because that's a ton of questions and you can just go to the subreddit to check them out yourselves. I'll be selecting quite a few to talk about though and give kind of my thoughts on them. And there were some other things going on last week I'd like to touch on if there's time too. So I'm going to jump right into these and we'll see what time we have left over for the AMA stuff as well. This is going to be a longer video though, and the clips a bit more boring because I had to stretch them. Overall, Apex news here that I'm just going to run through a bit. Apex Legends has exceeded $1 billion of net earnings in its lifetime. That is billion with a B. That's absolutely insane to think about. This game's only been out for 2 years. For such a small team to do what they've done while not succumbing to other pressures is fantastic, and they really deserve everything they've earned. Also, as far as animating goes, it seems like Moy is working on Apex Season 11. Balancing is done season to season, and story is done more than 2 seasons ahead, so this is kind of some interesting insight here. Artillery is no longer in the Arenas playlist, and Thermal Station has replaced it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to see how it does play. What did you guys think of Artillery? Did you like it? Did you like the way that it was set up as far as an Arenas mode map goes? I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Fun fact, treasure packs can also be picked up in Arenas now too. We had an update the past week for server stability and an update coming soon that there will be a patch on the way next week for the backpack bug and Watson Fences bug. I'm excited for when those finally come. Some ALGS news. I don't really touch on ALGS a lot, but here we go. They're upping the cash prize for the teams, and to do that they're selling ALGS specific skins like the Pathfinder Chameleon one and the Octane Cheetah one. That's why these skins are a little bit more expensive than your standard skin, because proceeds do go to the ALGS. Well, $5 of the proceeds go to the ALGS. I do actually really like the Chameleon Pathfinder. I'm going to come right out and say it. I know a lot of people don't, but I do love it. Did you guys cop one of these, or is it a pass for you? Carlos confirms on Twitter that they're working on penalties for levers in Arena, which goes into something he said in the AMA as well, which is that they're working on this and ranked is coming. So they'll need to figure out a penalty prior to ranked coming, and on top of that, ranked will be using a whole different RP system than the Battle Royale. Whew, okay, as far as base news goes, that is it. So that's initially what I had planned for the whole video just about for this week until the AMA last night that I completely forgot about. So let's jump right into the highlights from the AMA that I'm going to put up here. Again, I'm not going to go through all of the 27 plus posts. There's actually 54 images here that I have saved, but I'm not going to go through all of them, don't worry. I also highlighted a few on my Twitter page, at HuranaMan, so go check that out as well. So first, let's go with some store questions here. This is always kind of a spicy topic. Just to start off with here, who here loves the new skins that come out for collection events and other events that we have? I know I do. They're always killer. They keep getting better and better, and everyone loves to see a new skin. Turns out one of those skins equals about 10 recolors. So then let's think about this a little bit more. Let's say in one collection event we have 15 legend skins, which is about 150 recolors. Now there's no way we'd ever get 150 recolors, but we're gonna go way hypothetical here. That's just one event. We also get 2 to 3 events typically per season, although only one collection event, I'll give you that. That's a lot of time per one skin. People want the events and the limited time skins and new content. That's going to take away from recolors, so it makes sense why we don't see a ton of new recolors. The other thing that wasn't touched on here is that we haven't had new recolors since Revenant, which is about 6 seasons ago, if you include Season 9 here, and it's less than 6 new weapons. I actually think only 3 new weapons. Someone confirm or deny that for me. If you have 4 recolors per weapon plus 4 recolors per legend, That's not that many weeks of recolors. I'm not gonna do the math. Someone else can. I can't do math. So if you want to do the math, go for it there. So of course they're gonna have a full year almost of no recolors because, well, no new recolors because the time it takes to make them. But also you're gonna end up only getting old recolors again after such a short period of time, anyways. I understand where this is coming from, to be honest with you. There may be some store changes coming in the future, but it's based on priorities. With a live service game, there are currently resources being devoted to other things other than a big store change, which actually is good news when you think about it, because they're looking to prioritize other things over the monetization aspect. Legend tokens are being looked at for use in the future besides just legends, so you may be able to use those little red guys for something else sometime soonish. Next up, another spicy topic, audio bugs. The person who asked this actually had a killer format, was respectful, and didn't just say, fix audio please. Chad Grenier, the game director of course, had a huge answer here, which I won't read off, but basically saying they know that there is frustration, but the key to fixing any bug is reproducing them. And it's damn near impossible to reproduce an audio bug because of all the conditions that go on at that one specific moment. Think about this as far as conditions go. If you lose audio right at the beginning of a match, that's 60 people walking, shooting, opening doors, opening bins, water splashing, etc, etc, etc. The possibilities are endless here, so to try to replicate all those exact circumstances at one time to try to repair the bug isn't going to happen. But he does give what they've done so far to mitigate audio issues and what they're working on currently, and promises more work to come on it in the future until everyone is happy with where it's at. Fun little tease here, Skulltown Arenas in the future, maybe, in the future. We'll see here. This is what I do like about the AMAs, is that there are these little teasers here. They can't say anything about it, but you kind of know. You know what I mean? Matchmaking is also addressed, and it's continually being looked at as well, as far as why you're getting matched with only one person or nobody. There isn't one specific thing here either, like the audio bugs, so it could be a number of reasons. But Chad does promise that they're on the case. Let's talk about Legend meta updates. Lifeline is doing really well, even with her nerf. Changes seem to be really helping overall play experience for both players who use Lifeline and also those who are fighting against her, which is interesting to me. But that is nice that she seems to be pretty healthy. Revenant is still performing weakly, but they're looking at ways to make him more fun to play, but may not actually help him power-wise. No details on what the buffs are exactly. Daniel does tease here that his climbing is getting a little bit of a buff, if not a lot of bit of a buff. By the way, he says climbing to the top. Huge Rampart buff coming halfway through Season 10 if everything goes perfectly. Really excited to see what that's about. I enjoy her in arenas, but would love for her to get a little bit more of a power boost. You may see Valkyrie a lot every game, but she's actually pretty mid-tier right now numbers-wise, though still in the upper 50% of the legends, just right above Horizon right now. Fuse will be getting another buff, which is great. I'm really excited for him. Revenant won't ever get fortified. I know they're really trying to move away from low profile and fortified on legends, which is a great thing. So this is something that we've known for a while, but this is confirmed now. Interesting statistics here, Wattson and Lifeline are generally number 1 in win and pick rate. As I've been saying since the start of the season, Loba is in a great spot. She's fine. We're all happy with where she is. We're proud of you, Loba. Octane is also unchanged in his numbers since the season started, which he got a pretty big nerf, so that was shocking to me a little bit. You can expect the Spitfire to get another round of nerfs in the future. Bummer, because I still think it's weird it got this huge round of hate last season when it hadn't been changed since like Season 3 or 4, but all of a sudden people started hating it. I don't know, I like it. I'll pick up something else, generally like a flatline instead if I can. I'm a big flatline 30-30 combo guy, all the way. Cross progression is being looked at, but no updates still. they actually have tried other modes in arenas. So people ask about limited time modes in arenas, or something like a bomb defusal mode. And a bomb mode was actually looked at pretty early on, but it didn't work out because apparently it made like 75% of the legends useless, which I could see. We can expect arenas to have limited time modes though in the future, which is exciting. I'm really happy that this mode is getting support throughout this game's lifespan. I couldn't think of the word support there for some reason, but I'm happy it's going to be getting support as time goes on, because it really is a fun mode when everything goes well. Speaking of that, loss forgiveness in arenas is being looked at, as well as leaving penalties, and I cannot wait for those to get implemented. I know everybody can't wait for those to get implemented. I'm glad that's being looked at. Possibly a team deathmatch coming soon? Maybe? Okay. And this is my favorite teaser of the whole thing. An Apex Legends show possibly coming soon. Let's fucking go. I'm so excited. I've been talking about an Apex Legends show for forever. Hey, Ryan, if you need any ideas, hit me up. I can't write, I can't do anything, but I'm an ideas guy. I can hit you with some ideas. Hit me up, Ryan Rigney at Hiranaman. Viewers this season know that I've been a little underwhelmed with the season map changes, and this gets addressed here. It's nice to know that this is just the beginning for Olympus changes, so we may be getting some mid-season changes to the map, and it may continue to become more infested even as the season progresses. But there are a couple simple answers as to why the map is not as exciting as past maps. Okay guys, that's all I'm going to highlight here right now. Go to the subreddit, check out the AMA for more, check out my Twitter for more. Have a great week, y'all.